Press the bell icon on the YouTube app to never miss a video from News Laundry.
What makes a democracy work?
मतदान, भगवान,
सब्सिडी,
अपॉर्चुनिटी,
बलिदान,
सम्मान,
आजादी,
गुस्ताखी,
गौ माता,
मेरा खाता,
रेवोल्यूशन,
evolution.
Consti-tuition.
Hello, I'm Meghnad and you're watching Consti-tuition, where we wonder out loud, क्या आपके democracy में diversity है? In a time when there is an attempt to define, redefine and impose nationalism through the great vision of one nation, one government, one party, one tax, one leader, one culture, one religion. That too. One factor is fighting back. Language. Can you impose one language on this giant nation?
नहीं,
No.
नहीं मांगता बाबा,
इल्ल.
नाही सत्या.
प्रयत्न तर करून पहा तुम्ही. Hindi imposition on non-Hindi speaking citizens is becoming a hot topic again. Elected representatives who are now in constitutional positions like Venkaiah Naidu have been saying things like, quote, I was also an anti-Hindi activist as a youth and student leader in Andhra Pradesh and had painted with tar on many signboards written in Hindi in the beginning. That was until I came to Delhi when I realized that Hindi is a national language and an important link all over India. Unquote.
हम लोग वापस हमारा मातृभाषा में सीखना शुरू करना चाहिए और साथ ही साथ राष्ट्रभाषा भी है. हिंदी भी बहुत जरूरी है बिकॉज हिंदी के बिना हिंदुस्तान में आगे बढ़ना संभव नहीं है.
Let me say this right off the bat. He's wrong. Hindi is an official language which is to be used in tandem with the other official language, English. What is the difference between official and national? Tiger is our national animal and tiger shroff is an official animal. An officially beautiful animal. Basically, when two bureaucrats talk to each other, they use an official language. When a politician wants votes, he talks in a national language and declares it the best national language according to UNESCO. While you, who is watching this, might understand English, you may or may not understand Hindi. But just for a moment, just think about this. There is a large amount of people who understand neither English nor Hindi. They can't watch Consti-tuition, the show, neither can they read Consti-tuition, the book. No, this is true. The official translations of Indian Constitution are only in English and Hindi. Official translations of the book, where it does not ever say that Hindi is a national language, is not available for non-Hindi, non-English speaking folks. Seriously.
HMV ग्रामोफोन रिकॉर्ड वो कुछ दिन के बाद वो स्ट्रक होता है, वही खड़े होके वही गीत दोहराते रहते हैं. चलनी राजा वो चंदा मामा वो चंदा मामा वो चंदा मामा वो चंदा मामा.
Did you understand what he just said? Well, neither did I. Now assume you don't understand the language either. What the hell is even going on? So what else can't people who don't understand Hindi or English do? Well, you can't participate in public consultations held by parliamentary committees. Your responses to them have to be in English or Hindi. And until 2017, if you are an MP who doesn't want to speak in Hindi or English, you had to take the permission of the speaker to do so in parliament. चमायला काय नाटक लावून ठेवलं या लोकांनी. You cannot file income tax returns because the forms are available only in Hindi or English. But the thing about tax related forms is
मैंने जनता कमाया छोटे समझ में आया क्या? समझ में आया क्या? समझ में आया क्या?
many forms like those for banking, in-flight instructions, all of these are only available in Hindi and English. What's more, Punjab National Bank does not have a website in Punjabi and Bank of Baroda does not have it in Gujarati. The Government of India website is only in Hindi and English. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, काय नाटक लावलं इकडे मला कळतच नाही कधी कधी. So how did Hindi and English become the be-all and end-all of languages? Let's start with Hindi. For that, we have to go back to 1947. We had won our freedom. This was our nation. This was our flag. This was our national song.
Bande Mataram Pulkisata Sumita Dumal Sunami Suhasin Sumandra Bhusmani Bande Mataram
Bhusmani, okay, maybe not that, but a version of it. This was our daddy. But what was our language? This was an important question, and people felt so strongly about this that some individuals even immolated themselves over it. People felt that just kicking the British out wasn't enough if we continued to read, write, speak, and think in their language. Just like Venkaiah Naidu does.
Local baat. अरे बाबूजी ऐसी इंग्लिश आवे that I can leave अंग्रेज behind. You see, sir, I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English because English is a very funny language.
They felt that the rebirth of India could only happen if our genius was expressed in our own language instead of a foreign tongue. And to get back at the Brits, many decided to murder the English language first.
बेबी को बेस पसंद है स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत.
Moving on from Bollywood respecting languages to the Constituent Assembly doing the same. There were some members in the Constituent Assembly who, when the draft constitution was being discussed, were very upset that the document was in English. K. Hanumanthaiah, who later became the Chief Minister of Karnataka, said, quote, "We wanted the music of veena or sitar, but here we have the music of an English band." Unquote. They're still not using the sitar and veena, guys. Bloody anti-nationals, I tell you. In fact, one of the longest Constituent Assembly debates during the birthing of our nation was on the topic of language. On the very first effective day of the Constituent Assembly, this guy R.V. Dhulekar stood up and started speaking in Hindustani. When the chairman Rajendra Prasad objected, he said, and I quote, "People who do not know Hindustani have no right to stay in India. People who are present in this house to fashion a constitution for India and do not know Hindustani are not worthy members of this assembly. They better leave." Unquote. So, if you think about it, go to Pakistan is not a new invention. It's been around for years. The Constituent Assembly had actual lobbies pushing for various languages. There was a Hindi lobby consisting of people like R.V. Dhulekar who shifted from Hindustani to Hindi, K.M. Munshi and Purushottam Das Tandon. There was a tiny Sanskrit lobby which consisted of people like Lakshmikanta Maitra and Kuladhar Chaliha. Oh, and there was also a Hindustani lobby which had Hifzur Rahman, Qazi Said Karimuddin, P. Subbarayan and others. Yep, you heard that right. Hindustani, not Hindi. Hindustani is an amalgam of Hindi and Urdu. This was a time when distrust between Hindus and Muslims was rising, and both Gandhi and Nehru felt that Hindustani could unite both communities, as it contained vocabulary derived from Sanskrit, Persian and Arabic. It was written in both Devanagari and Urdu scripts. Point to note here, even the Nehru-Gandhi duo were playing into the majoritarian view and completely ignoring these other glorious languages. However, this grand dream was shattered. Both sides wanted to purify the language of foreign influences. Muslims purged the language of Sanskrit words and insisted that it be written only in Urdu. Hindus purged the language of Persian and Arabic words and demanded that it be written only in Devanagari. Meanwhile, those who spoke Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali, etc. were saying, wait, it didn't matter what they were saying because nobody was even listening to them. With the partition and the ensuing violence, the split was complete. So not only was our country split, the language was too. Urdu became the official language of Pakistan, while Hindi became the official language of India. And if any non-Hindi speakers asked, what about our linguistic rights? Prayatna tar karun pa tumi. And although Hindi is the most spoken language in the country, it is not the language of the majority. According to the 2001 census, the number of native Hindi speakers is about 25% of the total Indian population. The percentage rises to 41% only if you include dialects like Bhojpuri and Maithili, which we are not going to do. Each of these dialects are unique unto themselves with their own literature. So there is a lot of argument about whether or not they should be included in Hindi at all. But then, all nuances aside, today the seed of Hindi imposition is at full bloom, like the Jalaj Pankaj Neeraj Saroj. क्योंकि जब हमारे माली ही ऐसे हो तो बगीचा तो खिलेगा ही. Whatever our politicians say, the fact of the matter is this. Number one, Hindi is not our national language. It is one of the 22 official languages. Why do we have 22 official languages, you ask? It is not really that outlandish. It's the case around the world. For instance, Switzerland, which is 80 times smaller than India in land area, has 4 official languages. South Africa has 11. Number 2, however, the Constitution does say in Article 351 that, quote, it shall be the duty of the Union to promote the spread of Hindi language, to develop it, so that it may serve as a medium of expression for all the elements of the composite culture of India, unquote. Which essentially means that CBSE schools all across the country will have horrible teachers who beat you up when you don't put a dot on your hair. I mean, what the hell is that dot even? Who cares about hair and hair? I'm not a goddamn animal, Nandlal sir, you evil Hindi teaching South Indian villain. You're a contradiction, Nandlal sir. You are a contradiction. Sorry, पुराने जख्म थोड़े ताज़ा हो गए. Z with a dot, Nandlal sir, not J. But it's not just me. Our resident Bengali writer is wondering, why does a chair need to have a gender? To which the resident Marathi says, it's not only in Hindi, bro. So now that we have pissed off our Hindi as a national language as declared by UNESCO uncles, let's move on to that other language that people are obsessed with, which is also most certainly not our national language. No, it's not Haryanvi rap. It's English. Join us next week for part 2 on this exciting and fascinating adventure. You've been watching Consti-tuition. Remember, policy isn't funny, but the people definitely are.
Thank you so much for watching the second episode of the second season of Consti-tuition. If you liked that video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please, please, please subscribe to News Laundry. We need your subscriptions. It keeps us going. Meghnad, homework.
So this time there is no homework. I just came essay, random. Okay. I shouldn't even be here. So, because this was part 1 of the language series, we have a part 2 coming up. The first one was on Hindi imposition. The second one is on English imposition. Because balance बनाए रखें life में.
So no homework this week, but there'll be lots of homework for the next episode. Stay tuned.
Thank you for watching and watch the next episode of Consti-tuition at 7 o'clock next Friday.
Watch it.